Hello. So we're gonna talk about this black and Asian railroad building and cotton picking mess. Okay. Oh Lord, building the railroad, picking the train tracks, train track picking and cotton picking mess. And the reason I call it like it is because it's stupid for two minority groups to fight against each other. And folks forget there was Asians that also helped the civil rights movement back in the like 1920 something. I I'm not a fan of Garvey, but I think one of the Asians from New York was helping or either helping the NAACP. I forgot who his name was. I read, but um, this is the thing. I need to. I'm gonna have to be brief because sometimes his phone cuts off and it doesn't have enough memory on it. I hate the fact that they give us these less memory phones. Um, because I run my mouth. I don't like to be empty. Okay, so cause you can hear all the truth. Yeah, all the tea out. I want to empty. So what it is? Okay, we're gonna first talk about the business owners. First of all, this is the thing. I'm not for Asian people who into anti-black racism. Um, but that's why nobody's not defending you when you being attacked by Asian. I mean African Americans. Okay, and same thing those African Americans say. No, I've been in Asian businesses where we all get along and some ghetto trash come in and start acting fool. So I'm speaking on both ends. Okay, the Asian folks in the ghetto being evil and rude, and those who act and sin who have good Asian people. Because not and one thing about my channel, I'm not the stupid ass advisor. So he ain't learned his fucking lesson yet. All one drop black folks, because none of us ain't pure black, people are innocent. Everybody is guilty, but his wife, who's Hispanic, Mexican American, who mixes Hispanic and African, Hispanic and African, she had African DNA in her blood, which the DNA test. People attack that relationship, their marriage, and he's still promoting this separate, and we should all come together. I was shocked that he didn't call his wife Afro Latina because she do have African blood. And I'm not for the one drop rule, but technically, if the one drop rule, because one thing Hispanics did escape the one drop rule, and they put me as white for workplace hiring, they treat them like white folks. I'm not laughing at what happened with say China situation and what happened with the gasoline bags and stuff, but a lot of Hispanic people who are racist, not all, but ones who are, forget that they were treated like niggas and still treat like niggas. Look what happened down there in Clinton, Texas at that camp, okay? They're not treated like white folks. They were white people, okay? If they were particularly with mixed, no native and no black DNA in their blood, it's pure white, they wouldn't be treated like that, you know. But you're treated like a nigga. You know, I'm not saying call. I don't call myself a nigga. I'm not saying, but when you call me, I'm gonna call you a nigga right back. I'm gonna call you a WICK word or SPIC. I call my own self. I call myself Afro Speak because I have Spanish roots in Louisiana. Okay, my grandfather last name other y'all Spanish last name. Okay, so I am mixed with Hispanic, not Latin American Hispanic, but Louisiana. Creole is French and Spanish and African and native, and some Creoles are not Spaniard mixture in some are, and some are just no French mixture and just mix Spanish and black and some Irish, Italian, whatever in Louisiana. So I wish people stop just be uneducated about that. Yes, it's mostly French because the French came from Canada and took over it when running from the English Protestants who was anti-Catholic. Okay, so it was first the colonized by the Spaniards, then it came to the French came over there to get away from the persecution of the religion. And so point is that I'm bringing it up is because he come my channel talking about there was no Spaniards. No, yes, there were. Idiot. One of the guy, the island Galveston. Okay, even though it's not Louisiana, but it was named after him here in Texas because he was Spanish governor in Louisiana. He the one in allowed interracial marriages. Yep. White Spanish governor Galvez in Louisiana is the reason why we had interracial marriages. Remember, Louisiana was controlled by French and Spaniards before Anglo-Saxon Protestants came in. Okay, and so you had people of color who were free, who owned business. Yes, some owned slaves too, who were mixed whatever, but you had people who were free, they owned businesses. The first black newspaper was in Louisiana. We read on fishtrails.com, until the English descended Anglo-Saxon Protestant American folks came in and tried to stop the Catholicism, stop the race mixing, stop promoting one drop shit, the racial binary bullshit. Okay, so yeah, their history. That's how ignorant. I get tired of dealing with ignorant ass people. But anyway, it's a subject. So point is, that's in my blood. Okay, I'm from Texas, but mostly the so-called black Texas, we're not pure black, do have Louisiana ancestors because a lot of them, when they did the one drop rule in Texas, they start intermingling and making babies or marrying folks that African descent, pure black, part black and native, part black and Anglo, from German, because there was some German black folks too here. In Texas, yes, because the free people for German Catholics in Texas was against slavery. People don't realize that, okay? And that's why you have some people African American sitting are German and they American in here in Texas because they came in and they were going against the Anglo Saxons. They had German Protestants, but they have German Catholics that came in. I know that they did a lot of German Catholics at the time was going against slavery. So anyway, let's get to the subject. One thing they don't teach you that part of history. And if it is, ignore it. Okay. So anyway, I don't know it. So point is, um, we have some Hispanic people who think they white and like pure white, and I know they have black ancestors. You can call me a nigga. You're a nigga too. You might not look like a black person. You might have olive skin, straight hair, wavy, curly, whatever. Your features maybe not black, and some got kind of black features. Okay, but when you're Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, whatever, Salvador, Cuban, wherever you are, Guatemala, whatever, they have Afro descendants in Guatemala too. The lady in La Negra in the Bao video, she's from Guatemala. She's not Cuban. She's not Puerto Rican. She's in the Santa Cruz video, the woman that walks butt naked. She Guayafuna, and Guayafuna isn't known in Honduras, but I was at Guayafuna in Guatemala, and she's Guayafuna. She makes her name American Black. She just looks more black. Okay, got some Spanish in her too, so that's typical. People are just uneducated, get tired of them uneducated as people. They get on my nerves from me being dumb like them, and then try to persecute me for knowing the truth. And live for the truth. But go back to the thing that they're white, and try to act like white supremacists. And then but I don't. I mean, you have African people even just like them call them a wetback or a spit. I don't do that. No, I don't. First of all, that Rio Grande was an underground railroad for black Seminoles and other African people when the Anglo-Saxons stole this state from Mexico for slavery, manifest destiny. But see, these are like coons. These are coconut poacher coons who brainwashed by white supremacists just like the coons on the plantation. They want to be slaves and want to trap you in slavery. Okay, so that way I get confused. Okay, so when I call that, I call them niggas. I call them high young niggas. That's what you can call me a nigga. I'm gonna call you a high young nigga. You got Spaniard and Native and Black, where you Puerto Rican, Cuban, Mexican, whatever. I'm gonna say, yeah, you might not look like somebody, your grandpa or my grandpa Black. Okay, so you ain't no better than me. You might think you're better than me because you don't have the same hair texture and everything else, but you still got black. I have European and Native too in my blood, and I got Spanish blood in the fucking Louisiana. Okay, my grandpa born in Texas, well born in Texas, but his parents was from Louisiana. Okay, thank you. But Spanish last name. I before changed to Ralph. On my mama's side of the family, I did my ancestry. So when I get my money, I'm gonna do more of my ancestry. You know where we come from and where we're going. Half you don't do that shit. I do. I don't give a damn. Anyway, point is, I'm saying, I ain't gonna call about that. I'm calling you a high, Spanish speaking high, nigga. A porch or coconut nigga and an Afro mestizo nigga. A Zion looking nigga that speaks Spanish or has Spanish origin, okay? I'm gonna call you all that, okay? You might have more native and Spanish and white Spanish look, but you have native black DNA down the family tree and you wanna hide it so bad, but I ain't gonna hide it in my face. Come call me. I'll just call your ass a high yellow Spanish speaking nigga because you are. I don't call myself a nigga, but you can call me a nigga because we call each other niggas, okay? And you still picking strawberry like picking cotton, okay? You know better than me. Shit. Shoes. I tell you, like, yeah, like y'all, the blood can't let this Mexican with rainbow color hair call you nigga. You better call him a higher rainbow color ass nigga that speaks Spanish from Puerto Rico and Mexico, okay? I ain't gonna call nobody the SPIC or WIC. I'm calling you a nigga. Because we are wet blacks, okay? If this was still controlled by Master Sam Houston, They at the city, and it was slavery. I ain't gonna participate in slavery. I'm across that Rio Grande, become a wet black, a mixed race wet black to get away from damn massa. Ain't gonna speak that Spanish, okay? I ain't gonna see him because all type of niggas and me whipped and had to pick cotton and with my camera skin ass getting high pigmentation, burning my complexion. Okay, I ain't come out hot yellow, I ain't come out dark chocolate either. Or being my camera skin ass in the house with and get raped by a master who raped me too and treat like a butt breaking nigga. Okay, hell the fuck no. And clean house and clean drawers and shit and shine shoes. No, the fuck no. I'm gonna cross that damn river. You damn right, roll that river more better than Tina Turner and I. Okay, it is with road and river, and we're gonna get away from massa. Okay, so that's why I don't use that term because it's stupid, it's ignorant. At the end of it, this land was stolen for slavery. Okay, so why should I embrace that? Okay, you know, yeah, the Mexicans at that time, from Mexico, wasn't no, they were not controlled by a white man, so Anglo-Saxon. Okay, that's who do that shit. Who anti-black. Okay, they had white massa voodoo or witchcraft in their head. Okay, white massa Anglo-Saxon Protestant watch bigotry and confused, so don't want to be who they are. You don't realize the ones that hate Africans, people don't want to be a Mexican Indian. They might say they're proud, but they're still white Anglo-Saxon. Okay, do y'all notice that? Yeah, you actually meet people who actually will tell you they used to hate African Americans. Half of them who changed their behavior will tell you they actually hated themselves. They hated their complexion. They hated being brown, well, actually it's olive, darker olive skin, actually brown. My complexion is brown, okay, camera brown, ain't no dark chocolate, okay, but you know what I mean? It wasn't dark, it wasn't pale. They hated their hair being dark. They hated their features being native or African because you have some Mexicans who do have black features with wide nose and big lips. Okay, they hated. They wanted to look like a white person. They saw themselves as ugly. Okay, compared to a white person. So when they call you all type of niggas and did do nothings and making fun of you, they actually wish they could be white Brad and Becky, but then mad at the fact they didn't come out like that. And as I said about the whole George Zimmerman case, he's Peruvian, not Mexican. Um, his white man, his white pappy, and mixed race Afro mestiza Latina Hispanic mammy from Peru who had black blood. Her grandfather was black. Um, was mad at the fact that he can come out like his white daddy can pass, so he's trying to kill Trayvon to get their favor. Okay, so I gotta keep telling y'all that. Y'all don't understand it. He mad that he can come out like the male version of Christina Aguilera, who's part Ecuadorian. Mariah Lynn, who's part Puerto Rican and part Italian, who like a white girl on white woman on Love and Hip Hop in New York. He mad that he can come out looking like a white person. Okay, he can out look like what's his name, Luis Miguel, or come out looking like Andy Garcia, the Cuban dude that played on gangster movies with Cuban, okay, or then come out looking like Terry Crews or whatever. He made the fact that he came out looking more ethnic. Everybody think he not from this country, saying in that racial colonization tone, okay, saying, because the Americans had like our neighboring ancestors had slaves before we European step foot on here, okay. So you get my point that and he probably been questioned by the ICE people that he's not from this country, so he mad that white DNA is his full blown white DNA on Pappy's side did not make him look more like him. So he came out looking darker, and he had out of skin tone and dark hair, dark eyes, and features not all the European. Okay, and everybody think he's Mexican when he's part Peruvian. So he had to show his self hate by killing Trayvon. Y'all don't understand that bullshit. They mad at the fact that they don't look European. So the idea is to get white massa side, white pappy side, white whatever to get. That's why all of the gangs fight each other. Don't get wrong, it's African people harassing Mexican folks who didn't either, but you have those who did not get picked on by the African people who have hate towards African people, but they like the music. Love the hip hop, love Tupac, love oldies. Weird. But want to be us, but don't want to be us, want to be with white folks, okay? Okay? Want to be with the white people got money. Remember, they live in the hood, that bottom in the East End and all that, those are hoods. They don't like the Beverly Hills. Okay, yes. Mexicans had California, Afro Mexicans too, that found, one of the found Los Angeles. I think one only was pure black or part Spaniard and native, and black African Steeds or Thado or Sabo who's black and native, okay, he's just Mexican by nationality, or mulatto, white, Spaniard, and black, Mexican, not whatever. But the granddaughter was Luz Cotero. Luz Cotero was the one who found was the founder of Los Angeles. He was Afro descendant, and his granddaughter Maria Varez was found of Beverly Hills. But see, Manifest Destiny, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, Massa took that and stole that and tried to make it to his own. And see, it was California, not Californication. It's funny how the one I don't know to make fun of white Anglo Protestant people who were ones who were bigoted, who took California from Mexico through slavery, man, for destiny, will try to make themselves be holding down. But then when they made Los Angeles, the city of angels, the city of the devils, when they came in and they destroyed the Catholicism in the country, in the city, and put their prize is, and it became Californication. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying? Los Angeles was City Angels because it was a holy thing. Okay, but when they came in and corrupted, it's just like Louisiana, Anglo-Saxon, white Anglo-Saxon, Louisiana was had more freedom. You had African descent. You had people African descent were mixed and pure, mostly mixed. Had businesses, Creole, whatever, Spanish, French, Native Black, whatever. But when the Anglo-Saxon products came in, that's when they destroyed Louisiana. Okay, and it's the truth. Y'all know your history with that racial body and one drop bullshit, black and white. That they came in there and fucked it up in Louisiana. And like I say, that when I read my white Anglo Protestant history and my ancestors, I get very angry at the white Anglo. Remember, I'm an ex-Protestant. I'm Catholic, and I'm not Protestant. I'm an ex-Protestant. And so when I hear how they make fun of Catholicism and talk about sexual scandal when they had a sexual scandal in the Southern Baptist Church before, they had one now, but this Southern Baptist Convention was doing sexual scandals in the slavery days when the defendants, when the American Baptist Church was against slavery, and it's up north, and Southern Baptist Convention was for slavery. Okay, they were raping boys and girls and and all the other shit. Okay, so I'm saying like it's not going all against such other Asian and black thing, but I'm just saying, we remind you before you start attacking the church that Jesus founded, that St. Peter brought into Rome, 1 Peter 5:13, okay, had the keys of heaven, brought his church from Jerusalem to Rome, okay, before you start attacking that church, your history, that the white Anglo Protestant, their belief system from the believer Protestant Baptist, whatever, came from Master too. They had slave masters who was Catholic too, but the church, the Pope also told them they cannot take community excommunicated. Yeah, you understand that, okay? And in most countries that were slave owned, was Catholic, got kicked slavery out, like Haiti, Mexico. This one, yeah, Brazil, the last one of the United States, but most of the countries who were Catholic were stopping slavery, like Haiti, Mexico. If you know your history, it's the Brazil was the only one that was after the United States. But remember, they had that martial arts down in Brazil. Them slaves know how to kick the slave master ass. That's why. See, that's why in those countries like in Haiti, that's French, and the Dominican Republic, Spain, and Mexico, and all, notice that like the Latin music has African elements. See, in the United States, hip hop and um, rock and roll, gospel, that don't have African. Yes, it's African American descendant created, okay, but it was created within a white Anglo-Saxon establishment. Okay, do you get my point? Remember when they saw what's going on in the Caribbean, and yeah, you have white Protestant, but then the Anglican Church of Pennsylvania was controlling Jamaica. Okay, okay, and they saw that their Protestant was not conservative like theirs. So the white and Protestant conservative ones down here in the South, they don't want like William Lynch and all them. I think William Lynch was another Protestant denomination, but the Southern Baptist and Reverend Coca Jones were either Presbyterian, Methodist, whatever. They the one was very hardcore with their process, and they the one destroyed their Bible, and they took every African element out of the Africans in those southern states. That's why you have names like Shaquisha and all the other. Those not like black names or African names, but they made sure you white European Anglo-Saxon names like Mary, John, James. You know what I'm saying? So not African names, and you can practice African. We got call practice African religions and stuff. They saw the voodoo down in Haiti, and they mix Catholicism voodoo to Haiti. I don't mix them Catholicism voodoo together, but they knocked them French ass. Okay, and I'm mixed with French, the white slave master French. Okay, we're down there in the South, the Alabama and Georgia, and before it was Texas here, they didn't want that to happen. Okay, so that's why I'm scared of voodoo in Louisiana. Okay, you know what I'm saying, because 19 of them slave power put voodoo on their master and whoop that. Okay, I'm not defending voodoo. Y'all get my point. So that's why I'm not an Anglo-Saxon. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm not Protestant. I'm not a Baptist because that harsh treat. That's why Lil Nas X doing that saint and stuff. He mad how he grew up because dad's a pastor. People don't realize that was a minister. So you get my point that they give a false interpretation of the Bible, and that's what they said. Well, they rest of the devil involved, they really involved, not knowing that there's another belief system that's against that false interpretation. Thank God for a church, church. But anyway, let's get to the subject. Okay, so I ain't gonna detail everything. All right. But get my point. And so people don't forget that most of the that's why that in Latin American Catholic countries, if you came out of slavery in the United States, you were free in Mexico and you had more freedom. Okay, and having some of the people who are like some of the black Seminoles, they still had some Baptist beliefs, but they became Catholic. Some didn't. You had those who left the South and joined the Catholic Church, and in Mexico, whatever, especially in Louisiana, they had a lot of Catholics and Africans in there too. And but when the Anglicans stole Louisiana, okay. But anyway, you get history because they don't teach you this in school. And then you research, you're shocked at things that they'll teach you because remember, most schools are white Anglo-Saxon Protestant centered schools. Even in public school, they'll teach you about David Crockett and how he was a hero when he actually was a slave owner. You know what I'm saying? He was no hero. He was trying to keep slavery in Texas. And what's and all the other white males that was from Anglo-Saxon Protestant like Sam Houston, Steve Austin. All that. They didn't give a damn about you. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to subject. So anyway, and yes, I do get mad. I claim my heritage. Okay, I do get mad when I start seeing what happened with English. That's why I mean, I'm proud of my English roots in England, but when it comes down to slavery, I'm not proud of that, man. I'm not. Why you claim what's part of my heritage? Like I'm not. I'm proud of my African roots, right? But then there was Africans in Africa that didn't want other Africans in Africa. They wanted to be slaves. It was white men to get money because there was always slaves to them. Okay, so should we hate being African too? Because remember, it was a race thing. Like Quincy Jones, he corrupt. I know why his sick situation and everything, but he was right on the BET tonight. He said when Terrence Smiley on beach, he said it wasn't a race thing, and it was all about money. Slavery was about money in Africa, but when they brought slaves here, who mostly African, that became a race thing. People stop looking at it. That's why you had Catholics who were not being Catholics, being part of slavery. You had Jews, you had Muslims, you had other Protestant, Christian, because Catholics are Christian too, who participated, and they knew, but it was about greed and money. Okay, and it's like anybody. You have, would you blame September 11th, the Muslims September 11th? No, you wouldn't. Okay, but let's get to the subject about the slavery. I mean about the black and Asian mess, the cotton and cotton picking and railroad track picking. People, I call it like it is. All right. Um, I'm gonna discuss more about this because I have a cousin. When I found the White House family tree, I have a cousin who's Asian who adopted on that side that we met back in 2016 in April. That Tuesday after the March Madness. When I was being secure officer in Auschwitz, I came to more letting folks use the word nigga. Okay, before he was in Mississippi, Alabama, years later, and the white girl used the word nigga at Mad City. What's up, man? Okay, so let's get to the subject about this. Okay, um, part of me is gonna criticize both communities. Make a part two because I want to talk more about this. African American descendant people get on my nerves, and so Asian people too. I call it like it is. And I'm not Asian. Should I say I have Asian Native American because Native American came out of Asian and Mongoloids. I don't have a hairy body.